Hey Savvy Squad, welcome back to our channel where knowledge is our favorite superfood. Now, let's paint the picture of our adventure. You, me, and a marketplace filled with possibilities. The stage is set, the sun is shining, and the produce is ready for its close-up. But, my friends, not all is as fresh as it seems. Today, we unravel the mysteries of the Dirty Dozen, a list that reveals the not-so-clean side of our favorite fruits and veggies. Our journey begins with the enchanting strawberry. Picture this. 30% of these ruby red delights are wearing a tiny pesticide crown, hosting 10 or more pesticide residues. It's like a secret garden of pesticides. Would you still indulge in these berry delights after knowing their not-so-sweet secret? Now, let's venture into the world of leafy greens. Spinach, kale, mustard, and collard greens. They're like the cool kids of the vegetable aisle, right? Well, 86% of the leafy green gang carries 2 or more pesticide residues. It's a bit like finding out your favorite superhero has a not-so-heroic sidekick. Ah, the lure of a juicy peach. But did you know that over 99% of the peaches tested had pesticide residues? 65% of them even had at least 4 different pesticides. It's like our beloved peaches have a secret pesticide wardrobe. What do you think of that peachy surprise? As we stroll through the orchard, we encounter pears and nectarines. But here's the catch. Over 63% of pears boast residues from 5 or more pesticides. Meanwhile, nectarines dazzle with residues in nearly 94% of samples, with one even flaunting over 15 different pesticide residues. It's like a fruity art gallery, but with pesticides. How does that pair with your fruit expectations? Moving on to the iconic apple, nature's forbidden temptation. The EWG detected pesticide residues in 90% of apple samples. Hold on to your taste buds. 80% of these apples even had traces of diphenyllamine, a pesticide banned in Europe. It's like biting into a juicy mystery with a hint of regulatory drama. Does this revelation make you rethink your favorite fruit? Now, let's talk about grapes, the timeless vineyard treasure. Conventional grapes are a staple on the Dirty Dozen list, with over 96% testing positive for pesticide residues. It's like finding out your favorite wine has a not-so-vintage aftertaste. How does this revelation pour into your appreciation for grapes? Now, it's time for a little laughter break. And here's a joke that's not just from me, but from my delightful daughter. She insisted I share this one with you, so I hope it brings a smile to your face. Here it goes. Why was the popcorn sad? Because it wasn't popping. Pretty funny, right? If that got a chuckle out of you, be sure to hit the like button, and in the comments below, give a big thank you to my daughter. She'll enjoy seeing your appreciation for her sense of humor. Now, let's dive back into our exploration of the Dirty Dozen. Spicing things up, we have bell and hot peppers. While sweet bell peppers contain fewer pesticide residues compared to other fruits and vegetables, the EWG cautions that pesticides used on them tend to be more toxic to human health. It's like discovering that even the mild can have a wild side. How does this spicy revelation resonate with your taste buds? Our journey through the Dirty Dozen wouldn't be complete without cherries. The EWG found an average of 5 pesticide residues on cherry samples, including one called eprotein, which is banned in Europe. It's like finding out your favorite fruit has a secret ingredient, and not the good kind. How does this symphony of pesticides play on your fruity palate? Finally, let's explore the world of blueberries, my favorite. The EWG found that 90% of blueberries had pesticide residues, and 80% of them contained 2 or more. It's like the sweet and sour of pesticide revelation in the berry kingdom. How does this affect your berrylicious cravings? Surprise, surprise! The EWG added green beans to the Dirty Dozen list after finding that 90% of samples contain pesticides, including acephate, a neurotoxin banned by the EPA in 2011. It's like discovering that even the humble green bean has its pesticide saga. How does this green twist alter your vegetable choices? Now that we've unraveled the secrets of the Dirty Dozen, it's not just about avoiding these specific fruits and vegetables. It's about understanding the broader conversation around pesticide exposure, its potential risks, and making informed choices for you and your family. Now that we've walked through the Dirty Dozen, it's time to address a crucial question. Are pesticides in our food harmful? There are different opinions on this topic. While pesticides used on crops are tightly regulated, concerns exist over how repeated exposure may affect our health. Numerous studies link pesticide exposure to respiratory problems, reproductive issues, disruption in the endocrine system, neurological damage, and an increased risk of certain cancers. Children, due to their smaller size and developing bodies, are considered more vulnerable to these potential health impacts. Studies indicate that children born to mothers with high pesticide exposure may exhibit mental delays, including deficit in coordination and visual memory. Childhood exposure to pesticides has also been associated with an increased risk of developing ADHD. Even farmers who apply pesticides to their crops show a higher frequency of obesity and colon cancer compared to the general population. While regulatory agencies assert that pesticide levels in conventional produce are well below harmful limits, it's essential to consider the cumulative effects of continuous exposure over time. Now, armed with this knowledge, you have a role in ensuring food safety for yourself and your family. Whether it's choosing organic options or adopting practices to reduce pesticide exposure, you have the power to make informed decisions. That wraps up our journey through the Dirty Dozen, peeling back the layer of information about pesticides in our food. If you found this enlightening, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friend, and of course, subscribe for more eye-opening content. Drop a comment below sharing your thoughts or any topics you'd like to uncover in future videos. Until next time, stay informed, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay curious. Thanks for joining us today.